Okay, guys. Now, this was the five things that I did that changed the direction of my trading from when I was a beginner trader. I struggled a lot as a beginner trader because I I had nobody to learn from except from YouTube and other random places. Where I learned trading from, what I was taught was shambles, was nonsense. It was actually more of destruction than trading, you know. But I God helped me and I was able to find my way after a lot of stumbling. But then there is these five major things that I did among others, but I believe these ones are the ones that I know they are major I can remember, that I consciously took those conscious steps that changed my trading for the better. I remember there was a time when I was struggling so badly as a trader in my early days that I tried, I was just going front and back. In short, there was no forward, it was just backward, burning accounts, losing money, and I was such hungry for to know forex trading, you know, and I'm glad I never quitted. Now, one of the five things I did that delivered me from struggling as a trader and brought me into profit was I was ready to give it all it would cost and take. I was never going to quit no matter how hard it gets. This was actually what made me who I am today and what has brought me thus far. Before I started trading, I had already decided that this is what I know I want to do. Among the major things I want to do in my life, this one was a major that I want to do, and I want to give it all that it would take and all that it would cost. So I was ready to pay the price, not just time wise, because trading requires your time, your full attention, your money. Your money must be involved, and your mind must be involved, and everything about you. In short, it will demand much more than what you can give. So I was ready to give it all that it would take and all that it would cost. I was ready to watch every single videos. Okay, I was ready to unlearn. I was ready to relearn. I was able to willing to take correction. I was willing to look for any strategy, just to make a headway. Then number two, I took time to question the knowledge I had. Yes, then I was using indicators and I tried it, but was not working. So I had to build on what works. I dropped so many pairs and focus on one, because I was searching for what works. I realized that in trading there will be a lot of random knowledge that you will learn while learning how to trade. But at a point, you need to learn to unlearn those things that are not working. Okay, and then those ones that are working, you need to build on them. So I realized that those days, indicators was a thing that everybody was shouting, hey, indicators, this, RSV and all those in bunch of indicators, and that. I remember I tried them all, but they were not giving me results. And there's no, why would you be, you know, using something that is not giving results? After a point, I realized early that indicators were a big problem and shamble. So I was looking for other alternative to indicator. And I realized that too, I had other peers, that I was trading. So I really took time to question why Hello. Okay. I realized that indicators, I needed to unlearn the knowledge that was not working. Even that is one of the difficult things, but critical, that you must learn how to do as a trader. You must know when something is working and when something is not working. When there is a knowledge that is not working, you delete it, unlearn it, and focus on what is working, because you cannot improve when you still keep sticking on the things that are not working and you are busy doing it. Then number three, I took time to understand the language of candlestick, what they are saying and doing. You see, this candlestick is a language that is telling you something. They are not just moving at random, they are busy saying something to you. Alright, the candlestick have a voice that as they tick, as they move, they are trying to tell you, something like, okay, the trade is trying to break through, the trade is trying to reverse, the trade is consolidating, you know, the trade is going to trend. These are things that you need to learn how to see and hear while you are looking at the market and looking at the candlestick based on its reaction. You know how it reacts to resistance zone, support zone, how it moves, the kind of formation. I took my time to understand the formation movement and understand the concept of what candlesticks is and what it's saying. It really helped me to be able to build my confidence in knowing where the direction of the trade is going, when I'm just supposed to enter trade, and when I'm supposed to also go out of the trade. And number four, I have to understand what having a strategy is. I remember those days when I was still learning how to trade. When strategy is mentioned, if I have a strategy, I didn't understand what the strategy meant, because I don't know what it is. So I just trade at random. I wasn't having strategy. In short, I was just trying to figure out what the strategy was. But now I realize that it's impossible to make a profitable trader when you don't have a strategy. you know so I needed to really understand what having a strategy is and build one for myself. And when I did that, it really saved me a lot of pitfalls of losing money, blowing account, and then trading at random. Strategy helped to adjust my trading, and give it a sense of direction and purpose. I was able to cut a lot of losses that I usually make in the market, and I was able to now begin to know that trading is not what you trade every day. There are some days that you trade, there are some days that you do not trade. So it also helped me to really structure how my emotion works, because I began to understand my inner thoughts, how it affects my trading. And then number five, I started to focus on my self progress rather than pushing the money I wanted to get from the market. Trading has to do with really, really progress, self discipline, and self improvement. You know, doing your best to improve on yourself is much better than pursuing out of the market the money in the market, because at the end of the day, if you are not well improved in your trading, you will still lose the money that you are after. So what is important in trading is to be able to develop yourself, focus on your self improvement, focus on how the trading can improve you, because the more you improve your discipline, your psychology, your patience, you know, and all that is needed to help you be a good trader, the money will come to you. But the more you do not care about your emotions and how to control it and how to improve on it, to stay in line with your trading strategy, you keep going against your strategy, you keep going against your rules, you keep going against all these things that are supposed to develop yourself, in relation to the market. you will not make progress, you'll be stagnated, and then the money you're supposed to make on the market, you lose it. So these are the 5 key things that I've learned, uh, that have helped me. So if you can also put that to practice, it's going to really help. All right, number one, I say be ready to give it all that it will take. Number two, you need to question the knowledge that are not working so that you can learn it and learn the ones that are working. Number three, you need to take time to understand the language of candlestick. Okay, number four, you need to understand what it means to have a strategy. So you must have a strategy, a working one. And then number five, you need to start to focus on your self progress rather than pursuing after profit in the market. All right, so you can like and subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you have learned something from this video. All right, for the next premium video that you get.